dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is.
After you get what you want, you don't want.
At times they're peaceable, even tender. At others, aggressive to all.
But if those germs get from your hands to the hands of someone else, he may not be so able to resist the germs as you are.
Now it's time for the real exercise to begin. Lift the glass to your mouth.
Don't touch that dial, because you are exactly where you need to be. Welcome to the 4th annual Golden Boys, a Golden Girls Cele-GAY-tion. Now, the last 3 years, we've been live at Gamut Theater, but this year, we are live in your very own computer. We've got a great show planned for you tonight, and everything we're doing tonight is to benefit the LGBT Center of Central Pennsylvania. And we have joining us tonight the Executive Director, Amanda Arbor. She's going to tell you a little bit about the center. Welcome to the show, Amanda.
Thank you so much for having me. And thank you all for being here this evening to enjoy a wonderful show and support the LGBT Center.
Thank you for having us. Joining us. Who are they?
Absolutely. So for folks who may not be familiar with the center, we're located at 1306 North 3rd Street, right next to the Midtown Scholar Bookstore. And in normal times, we would invite you to come and check out our groups and pop into the center. But in COVID times, we are continuing to provide programming virtually. So if you're interested in participating in groups for LGBTQ youth, older adults, trans and non-binary folks, or queer and trans people of color, we are offering all of those programming virtually, as well as helping to get helping folks to get connected with resources during this difficult time. Our mission is to foster inclusive communities and holistic well-being for LGBTQ plus people through social, educational, and cultural engagement. And so we continue to do that during this time, and we continue to be here for our LGBTQ plus communities. And we invite you to be here with us, and we thank you for being here for this great performance tonight. And thanks so much to the Golden Boys and Sunday Best for organizing this great show.
Thank you, Amanda. And thank you for your work. The LGBT Center of Central PA has been a bedrock for the queer community here for as long as I've lived here. And I know you've been here much longer than that. So thank you so much for your work. Thank you for joining us. And we look forward to hopefully raising some money for you tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, David.
All right. Bye, Amanda. So, as she mentioned, we are partnering this year with Sunday Best. Sunday Best is an ever-shifting collective of queer artists and visionaries focused on performance art and expanding the boundaries of community service. They were formed in 2015 by Mr. Treats and Felicia O'Toole, and they are based out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. If you have not seen any of the Sunday Best shows, what is wrong with you? But also, you're in luck, because you're going to see a great lineup tonight, starting off with Mr. Treats themselves. Take it away, Mr. Treats.
Your attention, please.
I've just been thinking about life. Everything has become routine. We do the same dull thing every day. It's just that nothing new ever happens. I just wanted to see what would happen if I did something different for a change. I need a tonic or something. I've been feeling real dauncy. Yeah, that's a word my grandmother made up for when you're not really sick, but you just feel lousy. I'm a dipper from way back. They used to call me the Big Dipper.
Based on a scientific fact.
You're in luck because it's cleaning day here at the O'Toole household, and I'm going to share some of my secrets with you right now. Yes, right now. So grab your mop and bucket and let's begin. Funny smelling vacuum cleaner? Suck up some old crackers to absorb the smell.
These are from 2016.
Use ketchup to remove stubborn stains from your kitchen counter.
There.
Rub down your dining room furniture with an old wig to make it shine.
See? Good as new.
Thank you so much to Mr. Treats and Felicia O'Toole. We are going to see so much more from our Sunday best friends later on. But first, our main event. Grab your nearest slice of cheesecake and step out onto the lanai for Golden Boys, a Golden Girls Cele-GAY-tion.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say thank you for being a friend.
Blanche, you can add this one to the pile.
Oh, you're not serious? You're not giving this dress to the rummage sale? This is the best looking outfit you own.
You're right. I still look damn good in this thing.
Well, I don't know about damn good. That particular design does tend to accentuate your behind, while simultaneously diminishing your cleavage.
Wait just a minute, Blanche. First you tell me this is my prettiest outfit, and then you tell me I don't look very good in it. Now, which is the truth?
Both. But look on the bright side, honey. How often do you get out of your robe on the weekends?
I finished loading the cartons into the garage.
Thank you, Daisy darling.
It's very sweet of you to give up your Saturday to help with the rummage sale.
That's what being a Sunshine Scout is all about.
I know, and I so admire your motto, spread it around.
Sunshine, Blanche. Spread sunshine around.
Whatever. Daisy, Mrs. Nylund put some things on her bed before she left. Would you please bring them in here, please?
Sure, Mrs. Devereaux.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Ma. Where are you going?
Down to the boardwalk. I like to sit and watch the old guys rearrange themselves as they get out of the water. Where are you going?
I'm off to the rummage sale. Would you like a ride?
No, I want to do cartwheels for 6 miles. Get your keys and let's roll.
Here are Mrs. Nylund's things.
Oh, darling, put them right here. Thank you.
I can't believe she's giving away this teddy bear. I wish I could afford to buy him at the sale.
You like him?
I think he's the cutest thing I've seen in my whole life.
Well, then I'm going to give him to you. He's yours.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Devereaux. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Mrs. Nylund.
Hi, Daisy. Bye, Daisy. That was Daisy, wasn't it?
Yes, and she's been helping out the entire time you've been gone. It's just so inspiring how those Sunshine Cadets volunteer for community service. You know, back home, we didn't have a community organization for females, unless you count Miss Maggie's house on the hill. Those girls would stand on their head for you. Of course, I heard that cost you $10 extra.
Blanche, have you seen my teddy bear, Fernando? He's missing. I've had him since I was 6 years old. I just have to find him. I just have to.
Well, calm down now, honey. He's just a toy.
Fernando is not just a toy. He's a family heirloom. I've had him as long as I can remember. I don't know what I'd do without him.
Rose, now don't panic. We'll find him. All we need is a logical plan. You go to the attic, and I'll look around outside in case he wandered off.
Good. I feel better now. At least we have a plan.
Someone sitting here.
Cataracts or glaucoma?
I can see no one sitting here. I was just being polite.
If you say so. Me, I got both, cataracts and glaucoma. The glaucoma I handled with drops. The cataracts I had surgery for.
They used laser beams on me. Zap, zap, just like that. No more cataracts.
Dynamite.
You black?
Laser beams, huh?
Give me a break, you old geezer. The sun's reflecting off the sand.
Who you calling old geezer?
What am I, Kreskin? How should I know what your name is?
If you didn't have your eyes zapped with some ray gun, you could read it off my identification badge here.
Alvin Newcastle, security guard.
That's right.
Why didn't you just get the one that says Marshall, Dodge City?
This happens to be a legitimate, officially authorized identification badge issued by the police department direct, and I happen to be a legitimate, for real security guard.
Well, you're doing a great job, Alvin Newcastle. Nobody stole the boardwalk while you've been sitting here.
Forget it. Just forget it. It's my fault for trying to be friendly. I'll just go back to counting seagulls.
So where do you work? A bank, a department store?
Ocean Mist Retirement Home, Sundays to noon.
Ocean Mist? You know Molly Feinberg?
I don't think so. Wait a minute. You're talking about Molly Feinbaum.
I'm wrong. Ocean View, not Ocean Mist.
Feinstein. That's it. Gray hair, glasses.
Or is it Ocean Spray? No, that's a cranberry juice. Definitely Ocean Terrace.
Definitely Feinstein. Except she pronounced it Feinstein. Harriet Feinstein. You want me to say hello for you?
Would you mind? We're very close.
No problem.
Hey, Alvin. I have an enormous veal and pepper sandwich here. I couldn't possibly finish it. You want half? I made it fresh this morning.
Sounds more interesting than the tangerine I got.
Prepare yourself for a real treat.
Hey, I don't even know your name.
Sophia Petrillo.
Italian?
Take one bite of the sandwich and you tell me.
Hey, I didn't hear you get up.
I never went to sleep.
Oh, now look. Rose, this has to stop. You've been carrying on for a week. It was only a toy animal.
Fernando was more than that. He was full of life. He was full of love.
He was full of stuffing, Rose. Now look, you've got to get a grip on yourself.
I'm sorry. I know I've been acting like a fool, but I've got a right to sing the blues. I've lost my teddy.
I understand, Rose, which, if I thought about it, says something deeply disturbing about me. I've got a right to sing the blues?
Dorothy, I hope you didn't fix breakfast for me. I'm not eating at home. Someone's buying me breakfast.
Someone?
Okay, quit badgering me. It's Alvin.
Alvin from the boardwalk?
No, Rose, Alvin from the Chipmunks.
Ooh, sorry. Girls, guess what? I found Fernando.
That's not Fernando.
What do you mean that's not Fernando? How could you tell?
All you have to do is look in his eyes.
Or the price tag stuck to its back.
Well, thanks for trying, Blanche. It's nice to know I have a friend like you. Who cares?
Dorothy, I have a confession to make. Rose didn't lose Fernando. I gave him to Daisy when she was helping out with the rummage sale.
Well, then there's no problem, honey. We'll just call Daisy and we'll get Fernando back. She's a very sweet kid. She'll understand.
I tried that. She said no.
What do you mean?
She's not a sweet kid anymore. She's holding Fernando for ransom.
Come on.
Dorothy, she sent me one of his ears.
I think I got one.
Where?
Past the lifeguard stand.
Bald guy about 20 yards back?
Yeah. Watch his face. Huh? Am I right?
You got one. No doubt about it. That gentleman just peed in the ocean.
How many is that today? 3, 4?
I'm not sure. I lost track.
Whatever. My point is, there's always something interesting happening at the beach. Then again, I've always been a beach person, not my Salvador.
Salvador?
My husband.
You have a husband?
Departed, I told you about him. Anyway, Salvador hated the beach. He said too many people peed in the ocean. What about your Edna?
Edna?
Did she like the beach?
You ever notice the birds?
I'm asking you about your late life. You're asking me about birds?
At the park, they want you to feed them. But here, they just take care of themselves.
Here they could dine for Clams Casino. What's your point?
I don't know.
I'm asking about Edna.
Edna?
Your wife. Oh. Hey, I'm sorry. I guess I just can't take a hint. There's some things about Salvador I still have trouble talking about. Of course, other things I'm not allowed to talk about unless I want the Scapoli family to put a hit out on me. Hey, I made up that last pot to lighten the moment. I'm sorry, Alvin. Please don't cry. It's okay. You cry all you want.
Daisy, honey, be reasonable. Now, why won't you give the bear back?
Because he belongs to me.
He does not belong to you, sweetheart. He belongs to Rose.
But she gave him to me.
But honey, I had no right to do that.
You mean you made a mistake?
Yes, that's all it was. Just a silly mistake.
In Sunshine Cadets, we learn you have to pay for your mistakes. This one is going to cost you a 10-speed Schwinn.
Daisy, didn't the Sunshine Cadets teach you anything about honesty and decency and respect for your elders?
I think that was scheduled for the weekend camp out at Lake Wakataki. I missed it when I was grounded for catching a smoke in the Boiz John.
Dorothy, we're shafted.
Do you think you could have the bike by this weekend?
Listen, Daisy, I don't like being intimidated. I don't like being threatened. And frankly, kid, I don't like you. So I'm not going to buy you anything. And I'm going to tell your folks, and I'm going to call the school for bad girls, and they're going to come and pick you up and put you in a sack, and they're going to take you away, and you'll never eat ice cream or play jump rope ever again.
Get real, Grandma. Either way, I'll get my bike. My folks will feel terrible because two mean old ladies forced me to return my toy, and because it was ruined in the accident on the way back to their house.
Accident?
See this water pistol? It's loaded with red ink.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, Rose, don't move. She's got the teddy bear and a water pistol.
What?
It won't sound any less ridiculous if you hear it again, Rose.
Oh, you found my teddy. Where was he?
You didn't tell her.
Tell me what?
I think the price just went up. I'll get back to you within 48 hours.
What's going on? Where did you take Fernando?
She took him home, Rose.
Rose, see, honey, Fernando doesn't exactly belong to you anymore. Well, I kind of gave him to Daisy by mistake.
Get him back. I want my teddy.
Well, honey, she's just a child. You can't expect a child to give back a toy. Now, you do understand, don't you?
Just cut the crap and get back the damn bear.
Where have you been? You know what time it is?
9 o'clock.
In your dreams. You take the wrong bus again? Never mind, you didn't miss anything.
What do you think you're doing?
I think I'm knitting a scarf, but to tell you the God's honest truth, I wouldn't swear to it.
This is my seat. You're sitting in my seat.
Excuse me. I didn't realize your 80-year-old butt was so sensitive.
I sit in this seat every day. You got no right sitting in my seat.
Relax, I'm moving.
You're always doing this kind of thing. You never think about anybody but yourself.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. I didn't take the wrong bus. That dumbass bus driver went the wrong way. A different way, and you know it.
What the hell's the matter with you? Alvin! Alvin!
You deserve to enjoy your retirement. You deserve to indulge and have some fun. At Shady Pines, comfortable senior living is more affordable than you think. Our style of senior living features a whole lot of laughter. So much, in fact, your family will wonder why you haven't called.
Can I call my daughter now?
Keep dancing!
All right, later.
Your new life is waiting. Call today to schedule your private tour. We won't burn down again. That's our promise to you. Shady Pines. Assisted living at its finest.
Shady Pines, Ma.
Burt Reynolds. You might recognize me from movies like Cop and a Half, Cannonball Run 2, Sharky's Machine, and Your Wife's Dreams. In addition to my illustrious film career, I'm also the owner, operator, and artistic director of the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater, which is a real place, in Jupiter, Florida. We figured everything else in Florida was opening. We might as well too. Here with a very exciting season announcement. Things that you can expect. Chicken croquettes. New on the menu. My idea. Delicious. You know, in addition to running the theater, directing all the shows, cooking all the food, I also act in all the plays. And I'd like to give you a taste of a little bit of what you'll be seeing me do throughout the season. I can't say no. Oklahoma. An exciting production of Waiting for Godot coming up with me, Dom DeLuise, Jim Neighbors, and Mos Def. Night, Mother. You know, Sally Field and I had a thing going for a while, but I screwed it up. I've been alone ever since. Featuring the works of David Mamet. Just kidding. His work is extremely misogynistic and racist, and it has no place on the American stage anymore. You know, but just don't take my word for it.
Hi, it's me, Stan. You know, ever since my beautiful wife Dorothy couldn't find it in her cold, cold heart to forgive me for sleeping with all of her friends, I was feeling pretty alone. That was until I found the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater. You know, it's a perfect place for a date night. Dorothy, I miss you so much. Please come home.
Old Yeller. Jokes. Did you? Also featuring a Sam Shepard play. If you're a boomer or an indoctrinated Gen Xer, you'll love it. We're gonna do Bye Bye Birdie, but we're gonna get it right. Come on down. Jupiter, Florida. Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater. The play isn't good. The food it'll be fine.
Morning, Sophia. What are you doing?
I'm levitating, Rose. Get lost. Aw, come back, yeah. You didn't deserve that. You're a good kid. I'm just a little depressed.
Really? You know, I'm depressed too. What are you depressed about?
Alvin and I had a fight. I'm making a scarf for a friend I don't have anymore.
I know exactly how you feel. I made these for Fernando.
I thought you broke up with that little person.
Fernando's not a little person. He's my oldest and closest friend.
I didn't know Alvin that long, but I thought we were getting close. Can't believe he just walked away.
Fernando was always there for me. Whenever I was scared or down about something, I'd just roll over and snuggle up against him in bed.
I never went to bed with Alvin. The thought never crossed my mind, which is odd because I've always wondered about that myth.
There's a myth about people named Alvin.
No, Rose, the myth about black men in the bedroom.
Is that a Greek myth?
Get the door, Rose.
You!
Well, kid, what do you want?
I changed my mind. I was wrong to ask for all those gifts.
Dorothy, you see, I knew she'd come to her senses.
I decided cash is better. That's why I can buy exactly what I want.
I'll get my purse.
No, Blanche, I'm not going to let you do that. I've been doing a lot of thinking. If after all the years of love and companionship, Fernando and I are meant to part company, I'll just have to accept that. Time to time, life deals you an unfriendly hand. There's nothing you can do about it. Well, I guess there's a lesson to be learned here. Sometimes life just isn't fair, kiddo.
Morning.
Alvin! Am I sitting in the right place?
Depends. If you're looking for a bus to Jacksonville, you might be in big trouble.
You old geezer, you know what I'm talking about.
Half the time, I suspect you don't know what you're talking about, especially when you start all that muttering in Italian. I swear you make up half them words. Here, I brought you this.
Because you're sorry?
Because I'm thirsty, and I figured you may be too.
Whatever.
They're really quite a pair, aren't they?
Excuse me?
My father and your mother. They sit like that all day, every day. He's even started referring to my husband as that dumb botchagaloop.
How did you know that she was my mother?
Just a guess, from the way you were watching. And after what happened yesterday, I thought you might show up.
He told you about the fight?
No, I saw it. I was here.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any problem now.
You told me this was a cold drink. It's lukewarm.
I told him no ice.
You dumb botchagaloop. What do you think makes it cold?
Your attitude is making me cold, woman. So lighten up and say thank you.
All right. Thank you.
What?
Thank you for the soda. I guess we're even. This fight was my fault. Yesterday was yours.
Yesterday?
Hey, if you're willing to forget about it, so am I.
He has his good days and his bad days. You just never know what to expect.
I understand. My mother can be the same way. I guess it's just a part of getting older.
Some of it. But my father isn't going to get any better. He's only going to get worse.
So that's when the salesman from Men's Sportswear walks clear across the store into Ladies Petite and says, "Excuse me, miss, but I notice you've been having a hard time deciding between the turquoise strapless and the flaming red backless. Well, personally, I would like to see you in the backlist. And I said, when? And he said, how about Saturday night? And I said, how about in your dreams, sleazo? Can you believe the nerve of that guy?
What were you doing in Ladies Petite?
Ma?
Come in. Oh, Dorothy. I'm glad you're home. You got a minute?
Sure.
Good. Crochet me a scarf.
Ma, I need to talk to you about Alvin. He's sick, Ma.
What are you talking about? You've never even seen him.
I've seen him, Ma. After you had that fight, I worried about you and I followed you to the boardwalk.
That was you? Thank God. I thought Gino the Enforcer was out on parole.
Ma, please. Will you let me say what I have to say?
Maybe I don't want to hear what you have to say. Maybe I'm happy not knowing anything.
Or maybe you know already.
I'm not stupid. I could see there was something about Alvin that wasn't right.
Ma, Alvin has Alzheimer's disease. I met his daughter at the boardwalk, and she said that when he first started wandering off, she followed him everywhere. She even took a leave of absence so she could take care of him, but she's not going to be able to afford to do that for much longer. The family has discussed sending him to New York. He has a nephew there who's a doctor, and he can give him special care. And, Ma, Sandra said that within a week they're going to have to do that.
You know, Dorothy, people think if you live to be my age, you should be grateful just to be alive. Well, that's not how it works. You need a reason to get up in the morning. And once you find that reason, sometimes life can turn right around and spit in your face.
I'm sorry, Ma.
A couple of months, huh? That should give me enough time to finish the scarf.
Ma?
Dorothy, how long have you been here?
A while.
He's not coming back, is he?
No.
It was a nice couple of months. I'll miss him. Think he'll remember me?
I don't know.
I'll remember him. I finished the scarf, you know.
Oh, great. Hey, listen, the next time we go to New York, you can take it to him.
Nah, I think I'll mail it. That way I'll always picture him right here on the boardwalk. Hey! Someone's sitting there!
Thank you so much to our Golden Girls performers. We've got so much of a show left for you tonight. Do check into the LGBT Center's Facebook. You can see their little info scrolling down there. You can also donate directly from their website. Your donations tonight assist with all of the programs available at the LGBT Center. One such program is Aging with Pride. It's a weekly group for LGBTQ plus older adults to find community, connection, and support. This month, they're offering outdoor, in-person, socially distanced art classes every week as part of their Art in August series. Your donations also support programs like GLOW, Harrisburg's first community center by and for men who have sex with men of color and trans women of color, ages 14 to 29. Glow is a recreational space, an HIV/STI testing site, and a resource center for counseling and social services. Both virtual programming and in-person services by appointment are currently provided 4 days a week. Like I said, we've got so much of a show left for you. Our show is not over yet, so sit tight for even more of Sunday Best.
Put a mask on it.
That's what I've been doing during quarantine, just putting masks on things. Spooky. Put a mask on it.
Put a mask on it.
I'm painting a mask on a mask.
Put a mask on it.
Honestly, why are men such babies? I wish I could get away with acting like that. Well, I don't think I'm gonna like this. How does it go? It's so tasty. Tastes like candy. Honest.
Sticky, syrupy mess on your counter from this morning's waffles? Just put your toaster on top of it.
This is where you live now, Toaster.
Tired of old rags that just push the dust around? Dust with your legs.
This is also an aerobic exercise. Double win!
Clutter, clutter everywhere. How do you keep things organized? Throw everything into a laundry basket and then place it outside. Your neighbors will thank you.
Thank you once again to Sunday Best. In those sketches, you saw Black Heart Complex, you saw Mr. Treats, and you saw Felicia O'Toole. Again, please go on to the LGBT Center website or directly to their Facebook page. You can donate from there. And other programs that your donations support are Passageways, a weekly virtual group exclusively for transgender and non-binary folks ages 16 and up. The purpose of this group is to provide a safe space for people to discuss and discover their authentic selves with dignity and respect while learning from the experiences of others. Your donation also helps to support things like the LGBT History Project, an award-winning partnership with Dickinson College that collects and preserves the stories of LGBT history in Central PA as told by those who lived it. Their first book, out in Central Pennsylvania, was just released in June, and they'll be launching their second traveling history exhibit this fall. Now, so far tonight, we have brought you comedy, we have brought you tragedy, we have brought you queerity, and we have brought you travesty. Now, enjoy a little mystery. Sunday Best presents Unresolved Intrigues.
Good evening, and welcome to a very special episode of Unresolved Intrigues. Tonight, our story takes us to the warm beach houses of Miami, where a simple wanted has left one man his face for almost 35 years. Coco Davis was a cook and part-time dancer at a popular nightclub in downtown Miami. He was born to Charles Levin and Dottie and Samuel Levin. His sister, Barbara, was 5 years older. It wasn't until he answered an ad in the local newspaper that Coco Davis became part of an unresolved intrigue.
He told me he saw the ad for a live-in helper with this bunch of elderly ladies. I even took him to the interview. And afterwards he said the one lady really liked him. She was really friendly.
Coco Davis was hired by Blanche Devereaux, an elderly widow from Atlanta who offered him $250 a week to work as a home attendant for her and her two elderly housemates. On September 14th, 1985, Coco moved in, started his job, not knowing that in less than a month, he would vanish without a trace.
Elderly? I could not, even under the most ungenerous terms, be described as elderly. And had I known, this program would be producing the most disparaging...
Coco, is the milk in it? On account I haven't had my lactate yet today. Of course, I do have a spare and a Depends in my... Oh, you mean that Coco? Never heard of him.
Well, I only met him a few times, but he was a great cook and a wonderful performer. His impersonation of Liza Minnelli was really something to write home about. So I wrote home about it.
Rose Nylund had inadvertently preserved a clue that put Coco Davis's disappearance in a whole new light. In a letter to her cousin's friend's barber, Oddvar Andersonson, Rose Nylund mentioned a conversation she overheard that took place the day Coco Davis vanished.
There's so much excitement this week that I nearly forgot to tell you that I met Dorothy's mother, Sophia, today. She's much smaller than Dorothy, about as tall as your old pal, Bringard, before the amputations. She's just as funny as Dorothy, though. I overheard her telling Coco about a gay millionaire yachting club based out of the old Chi-Chi's on the South Pier. But everyone knows that's where that vicious bike gang hangs out. What a character.
Coco Davis was last seen at 7:45 at night, when Dorothy Fornack gave him the night off after his landlady's wedding was disrupted. In the confusion, Coco's absence was not immediately noticed. He was last seen wearing a sequin top and a pair of cut-off shorts. This security footage from the corner of Washington Avenue and South Point Drive captured a final shot of him. For all we know, the last images of him ever taken. If you, or anyone you know, has any information on the case you solved tonight, call the number on your screen. Update. Shortly after our episode aired, a mysterious letter arrived, addressed to the ladies of the house. The return address was Athens, Greece, and it contained only these photographs. Perhaps this is one unresolved intrigue that will never be resolved.
This is a test. For the next 15 seconds, the Golden Boys will conduct a test of the Golden Girls broadcast system. Remember, this is only a test. Whose house do the girls live in? Where is the Golden Girls set? What dessert are the girls obsessed with? Who is the first character we meet in the show? What is the name of the retirement home Sophia lives in? This concludes our test of the Golden Girls broadcast system. Had this been an actual emergency, the questions would have been much more difficult, like, on the show, which Golden Girl was adopted? Name all 3 Golden Girls spin-offs. Why was Blanche's date to the senior prom considered scandalous? All 4 actresses won an Emmy for their role. Who won their Emmy first? What Golden Girl had the most children?
Hope you were paying attention. I wonder how many of those you were able to answer. I could answer all of the first round, but I could answer only 3 of the second round of those trivia questions. So I guess I'm no longer a super fan, and I'm sorry, everyone. You can look below. Keep donating to the LGBT Center. All these programs that I've been talking about, the Aging with Pride, GLOW, Passageways, the LGBT History Project, these are just some of the invaluable programs your donations help to support. So before we all say goodbye tonight, we do have one last special treat for you.
Start smoking for pleasure.
Well, nothing personal, but I'm sick of the sight of your face.
Lucy! I'm home!
How about a good night cigarette, Ricky?
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. That is our show tonight. The Golden Boys, A Golden Girls Cele-GAY-tion was starring Jeff Ludermoser as Dorothy, Mike Kirby as Rose, Andrew Sedgwick Guth as Blanche, and Matthew Golden as Sophia. Tonight's show also featured Jeff Ross as Alvin, Belladonna Luigi as Daisy, Christopher Ellis as Sandra, Robert Sanders, Blackheart Complex, Liz Curtis, Lindsay Kirkwood, Felicia O'Toole, Sarah Scholl, Mr. Creek, and Thomas Weaver. I am your host, David Ramon Bias. Live music tonight was provided by Stacy and Nick Werner, and we had some very special thanks to the Sunday Best Variety Show, to the LGBT Center of Central Pennsylvania, to Amanda Arbor, their executive director, to Max Anthony Edward Callahan, Tyler Chitt, Melissa Ford, Hillary Hinton, Nick Lucier, and Open Stage. The producers have been Brianna Dow, Matthew Golden, Mr. Treats, and Thomas Weaver, directed and stage managed by Brianna Dow. We will see you next year at Pride. Hopefully, in person again. But time will tell. Have a great night, everybody.